Welcome back to Feed News Every Day, where we break down today's top global stories. Fast, clear, and with the context you need. Just hours after President Trump called for calm, tensions in the Middle East have reignited, with Israel launching fresh strikes inside Iran. Israel strikes Iran, despite Trump's ceasefire order. The fragile ceasefire between Israel and Iran shattered this morning, before it even had a chance to settle. Israeli fighter jets struck targets deep inside Iranian territory, despite a direct call from U.S. President Donald Trump urging Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to hold back. Among the targets hit was a key location in Tehran, where the deputy head of Iran's police intelligence was reportedly killed in the strike. Another target, believed to be a radar facility, was struck in the northern Iranian city of Babolsar, escalating fears that Israeli actions could reignite full-blown warfare in the region. The renewed assault comes just hours after a ceasefire was declared. President Trump had publicly demanded Israel to bring its pilots home now, warning against further escalation following days of tit-for-tat attacks between the two regional foes. But it seems Israel was already in motion. Reports suggest Israeli warplanes had already taken off and were en route to their targets, even before Trump and Netanyahu held a high-stakes last-minute call. While some strikes were reportedly scaled back during that conversation, the damage had already begun. Explosions were heard across Tehran early this morning. Shortly after the attacks, President Trump took to social media to reassure the public, stating, "All planes will turn around and head home," while doing a friendly plane wave to Iran. "Nobody will be hurt. The ceasefire is in effect." But that message rang hollow to many observers, and to Iran. Iran's military responded sharply. A spokesperson for the Islamic Republic's armed forces warned that their finger is on the trigger, and the country is ready to deliver what they called a decisive and regretful response. The statement signals that Iran may view the limited Israeli strike, even if scaled back, as a breach of ceasefire terms and an act of aggression. International reactions are pouring in. European leaders have expressed concern that the ceasefire is already unraveling. Diplomats from France, Germany, and the UK are pushing for emergency consultations, hoping to prevent the situation from spiraling into a wider regional war. Meanwhile, analysts note that the split between the US and Israel could deepen. While President Trump has been vocal in calling for de-escalation, Netanyahu has shown little sign of backing down. Israeli officials continue to justify the strikes as necessary to prevent Iran from rebuilding its military infrastructure, particularly its radar and intelligence network. Back in Washington, questions are swirling over whether Trump's words carry weight in the region. His public declaration of ceasefire and subsequent contradiction on the ground could impact ongoing diplomatic negotiations with Tehran. The situation is rapidly developing, and the coming hours will be critical. This has been Feed News Every Day. Stay tuned, follow, and share for constant updates on this unfolding crisis and more of the headlines that shape our world.